This is what I am waking up to this morning. I think it started snowing about 4 in the morning or something like that. It is still technically coming down. I'm not sure how well that shows up in the camera. I can barely even see with my own eyes, but just at certain angles you can see the snow very lightly falling. It's very thin snow, but the ground is cold enough that it is definitely sticking. It has been below 30 for about 4 days straight now. It hasn't gotten below 20, but it's pretty much been in the 20s for about 4 days straight, which made the ground cold enough that the snow obviously is sticking. So it may keep on snowing, they're saying, for a couple of days. So we may get the most snow we have seen in a long, long time. They're saying maybe the most snow in 30, 40 years. So it'll be the most snow I've probably ever seen in Texas, definitely. But I'm going to, or should I say, I had the brilliant idea this morning of, instead of driving to the kolache bakery store, it's only 2 blocks away, let's try walking there. Now, I've done this several times. I've jogged over there, walked over there in the morning. Usually I put my headphones on. That's what I was going to do this morning. I was going to put my headphones on and just play some instrumental classical music in my ears while I walk in the snow. Here are some people trying to drive. Hopefully we don't witness a car accident. I've been hearing a lot of sirens this morning. If I do decide to drive somewhere, I will be the only person in Texas with chains on my car. So if I do decide to drive, the last time I put my chains on, if you've ever drove with chains on, it's pretty darn safe. I almost feel safer driving in snow with chains than driving in just even a little bit of rain, if that comparison makes sense. Eventually, I'm realizing now that I may have to just, I'll just switch hands. I was going to say, most of my body is very well covered. I'm wearing like a million layers. But however, my hand that is holding the camera / my phone is exposed. So my hand is getting pretty cold already. I'm not sure how cold it is. It may have dipped below 20 degrees. It feels colder than it has been the last 4 days. So it would not surprise me if it did dip below 20. They are saying it might possibly get below 20. It might even get below 10. I never really believe Texas weather because they are usually quick to admit that our predictions are very easily and very often wrong. You take weather predictions with a very large grain of salt and a little bit of sarcasm almost in Texas. But yes, they have known for days this big giant ice snow front was coming our way, and they indeed were correct. And they were also correct, as I said earlier, that since it has been cold enough for 3 or 4 days, it's definitely going to stick. And you can't really see it, I don't think you can really see it very well on camera, but it is literally still snowing now. It's just the flakes are so small, you almost can only see them at the right angle. It's really hard to see, but it is still snowing. It's just it's like a haze in the air. It's like it looks like fog, but it's actually just a very, very light, constant snowfall. And it's very slowly stacking up a little bit. I'm seeing if I walk somewhere else if there's any more snow in larger amounts.